shelter and listening to the rain cleanse the earth.
Look! It's that ball of light again! Let's follow it!
Welcome.
Wow! Your home's so pretty! Paimon loves what you've done with
I knew you'd appreciate it, Paimon. Hearing that makes it... It all started the day I finished building the secret lodge. I was planning to keep the streak going and build a few more. But there was no one around to inspire me. Is there no way to have fun, enjoy myself, and feel like I've accomplished something all at the same time?
Wait, have we skipped straight to
Keep up, Paimon. Time waits for no one. Look.
through this door?
Well, not just this door, but you're not wrong. Everything has to start somewhere. What better...
Oh, wait a minute! You're going too fast! Paimon!
Oh, don't you worry about that. You don't need to get based on my observations and understanding. You're not a fan of complex introductions and explanations. You prefer to find your fun. Glad to hear it. You know us angels. We just can't resist. Well, seeing as the goal's to... So, I had a sudden stroke. To tell you the truth, if I were to bury a chest in the wild and not show you the way, I'm afraid you wouldn't be able to find it even... Anyway, I don't want to make things deliberately difficult. Nor do I need you to run around the wild just to keep me entertained. All you have to do is find 3 feathers right here in this room. And once you're done, let me know so I can watch...
Ah! So we're...
Exactly!
Let's do this.
Ah! A gust of super sweet wind just blew right down Paimon's throat! Ah! Hey! Wait a second. Did we
Apologies. I was hoping to invite animal actors, but alas, I'm used to dealing with thespians of a more stony...
Huh? Nicole, you shrunk too?
Nicole, the magnificent, massive mage propping up the heavens while crouching down to talk? No thank... Anyway, welcome to the Great Mage's Tea Party.
Does the Great Mage's Tea Party involve us boiling the water ourselves?
It's called participation, Paimon. This is all about creating a sense of participation.
%17% max attack bonus, 708. Really? 730. That's 11. No, this. Okay, 300 extra attacks. Not bad. I'll try a traveler. Codex, true C6. Yes.
Paimon's guessing we need to add sugar ourselves too?
Blop.
Alice takes 3 sugars, Anya prefers 1, and Barbalov likes hers without.
Okay. Should Paimon be writing this down?
No need, no need.
This I love, bro.
I'm just thinking out loud.
A path's opened up! Looks like we can go this way!
Oh.
Whoa! Is that a giant mandragora statue?
Hold on a moment. Sorry.
It's moving!
Aha! Much better.
What do you mean?
Come on, it's barely attacking you. You...
Hey, Nicole! Help us out here, will ya?
All right. Heaven's will made mine.
Oh, that's a cool animation. Actually, attack. Motherfucker.
Now, I lifted in you. Heaven's will made mine. Be gone.
Now? I'm sorry, 4,400 attack?
And look, the tea's still nice and warm. Just right.
Oh, temporary is cool. No temple yet. Where the fuck do I
You
leave?
just planned this whole thing just so you could sit back and enjoy this moment yourself?
Come now. This is your reward. You were the ones who earned it after all. Go on then. Open it up.
Like this. Perfect.
Paimon can't help but wonder why you're... Sure, Paimon looks forward to the traveler's reaction when she gets him a gift, but...
Oh, don't worry about that. I don't mind. At worst, my answer might shatter a few illusions you have about the angelic race. If you thought we were all selfless, benevolent, as for your quest...
Huh?
It all started with we were entrusted with the mission to love all living beings on this land. Our ability to perceive emotion was crude and undeveloped. Most of the time, we simply executed our orders from above, like automatons. Aside from enlightenment, guidance was our primary mission. It was one of the few instincts retained by my former peers after they were stripped of their wisdom. Upon completing our missions, we gained a certain sense of...
Isn't it?
Maybe. But besides,
Oh, so it's yeah, each Monday you get one. Our conquest. Talk to Catherine. I'm doing yeah, I'm doing our conquest.
Ah, traveler. As it happens, there is a letter here for you. One moment.
Is this the same VA?
A letter? From who? Dear Diary, I'm Kale. I work as a trainee forest ranger under my master. I've been getting better and better at reading lately. Mr. Alhaitham says that the written word is a crucial medium for exploring the world. That said, what should I write about? When I think back to the days when I suffered from Elazar, or way back to when I was injected with god remains, I'll leave it there for now. Master said he'll take me shopping in Sumeru City today, which is great, because I've been meaning to visit the toy seller at the
Kale.
Yes, Master? Huh?
Wait, Sethos? Did that say Sethos? One sec. Yeah.
What's wrong, Kale?
No, sorry. I didn't mean to stare. Did
Master Tainari? Tainari is the General Mahamatra. He's probably busy arresting criminals in Sumeru City. I mean, if that's what floats your boat, I can introduce...
Wait, Master Tainari is the General
Sorry? Oh, you mean that guy who just joined the Vahumana Darshan? Rumor has it he's the leader of the Temple of Silence. Sounds like you've been getting to know more and more people since you joined the academia. That's great, but don't let your forest ranger duties fall by the wayside, okay?
What's going on? Sethos is acting like he's my master. And Master Tainari is, if so, it's a weird choice of prank. But anyway, Sethos doesn't look like...
Hey, you're zoning out again. I'm gonna buy some tools for the rangers. Why don't you stretch your legs a bit? It's been a
That's
while
actually
since you last
no.
visited the city, right?
I didn't think about it that much. I'm like, oh,
Wait!
Mahamatra, that was like,
He's
I
right.
think, Sinus thing.
It has been a
Where
while
was
since I
this?
last visited Sumeru City. Was it always like this? I mean... it
Okay,
feels
so this
familiar,
is like some Samsara or
somehow.
something.
Something
This
seems
is
different.
Torii stuff, probably. But, when Setho said that, Tonori is Mahamatra, I was like, oh, I don't remember his title, but yeah, probably. But then, when when Setho said he's probably busy arresting criminals, I'm like, wait, that's Sino, no? Then Kali mentioned it. I have no idea what the Temple of Silence
Sumeru
is.
City?
It would be cool if the joke is that the Temple of Silence is what Sethos is doing. And they like switched places. Just not. Wait, Catherine should be like here, no? No, Catherine is here. I want to see if Catherine is there.
I heard that
Yes, she
Seth
is.
disappears without a trace as soon as he gets off work. It's a little mysterious if you ask me.
Kave.
Lord Kabe Bay, did you get a chance to review this month's accounts? Any...
Wait, this is Alhaitham's
You mean
stuff.
the version you sent over a few days ago? I was thinking that maybe our profit margin is a little excessive. I visited some of our commercial partners last month. Their earnings are very slim.
Are you suggesting that we give up some of our profit?
Well, since we have more than we need, yes. Making money for its own sake is pointless. Don't worry, I've already planned for it, and the numbers look fine. We can adjust the rates starting from... Also, about that designer you hired. I've had to revise his proposal 3 times now, but he just doesn't seem to... Let's cut our losses. Pay him his fee and send him on his way. I'd like you to get Layla on this instead.
What?
She was Cyrus's student, and she designed the Palace of Alcazarzare.
Didn't
Seems
Kale
like a much
decide
safer
that?
choice. Hmm? Who's sneaking around over there?
Mr. Cop.
Do you recognize this person, sir?
Yes, it's all right. We've met. This is Kale, Sethos' trainee. He brought her along the last time I went for drinks with him. What brings you to the city, Kale?
No, this is all wrong. This can't be real. I have to ask someone else. There's gotta be someone else out there who's still...
Hey, wait! Don't run off! How strange.
Catherine?
It's like everyone switched places.
Yeah.
I guess I'll keep looking around.
Whose job would that even be, actually?
So much
Some reason.
Lots of visitors today, I see. Welcome all.
Hey, Rahman. You know that guy who sells face powder on Treasure Street? I haven't seen him around in...
Oh, you mean a Hongar? Yeah, he got into a brawl with Shavirme on Treasure Street. He's been banned from setting up shop there for...
Seriously? Oh, well, that's a shame. I was planning to pick out some makeup for...
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, Nilo.
The legendary
It's been
Flame Maid.
eons since I've heard
Makeup with the
Nilo's
Zubair
voice.
Theater star dancer.
I've only.
Now there's something you don't see
Wait,
every
does
day.
Nilo even have store quest? Probably does. I've only heard her voice like in Imaginary Theater a couple of times when there's been Hydra and I used her
Flame
there.
Maid? You know,
The previous
I'm not
time.
actually sure when people started calling me that. Maybe the other Eremites thought I needed a fiercer title to scare people off. To be completely honest, I think the title would fit you better than me, Dia.
You think? Can't say I've never imagined myself as a merc. If I ever give up the dancing, maybe I'll
Yeah,
head to the
these
desert
two
and
switched
give
places.
the Eremite life a try.
You would?
Is that so strange?
Oh, not at all. In fact, I've actually had similar thoughts before. If I ever get tired of sleeping out in the wild, I think I might go look for a job at the Zubair Theater. I've adored the dance of Sub-Zeros ever since the first time I saw you perform.
Yeah,
it.
this is Nilo's dance.
If the chance ever came up,
She
I'd
did
love
it
to try it out on
when
stage
Nahida
for
was
myself.
born.
Really?
Or freed.
If our manager Sataria heard you say that, she'd hold you to it. Hey, when that day comes, I'll do your...
Sure.
It's kind of wild to
If
see
the day
like
comes,
some
I'd be
streamers, what like others, do this quest.
Everyone I know, everything I've ever known. Suddenly it's all a jump of mess. The question is, who's right? Them or me? Oh, my head feels so heavy. I can't think straight.
Where the fuck didn't it go? Oh, up there.
Mahamatra
Tanar.
Tainari, we've apprehended. They say that the fool is prone to blind faith, but the wise man is not immune to it. Siraj, do you have anything to say?
Tainari, you were the one who turned the sages against me. Just a few words of caution from you was all it took to destroy my research. And now you're trying to stop me again? You should know that mechanical life is the future. We must cast
Bitch
aside
slap.
our useless flesh and...
That's enough.
Never mind.
I'm not in the mood to listen to your lunacy. Karina, Ilias, put him somewhere safely out of the way.
Yes, sir.
Next on the agenda is... What is it? Wait, did Professor Zahahati send you? She's been encouraging me to take on an apprentice. Might be getting a bit ahead of herself there, though.
No, Master, it's me. Listen to me. Something really weird is going on, and so you're not the General Mahamatra. You're a forest watcher. Just yesterday, we agreed to.
All right, there's no rush. Your name is Kale, correct? Although this is our first meeting, you do seem strangely familiar somehow. Is
I
there
would go
anything I can help you
insane.
with?
No, just hit dream and Irma's soul's gonna burn.
Master!
What is it?
Cutscene. that type of text.
Did you have another nightmare?
Oh,
I've told you
never
before.
mind.
When you're tired, lay down on your back in bed and get some proper sleep. It's much better for you than napping on your front. Poor posture obstructs your breathing, which can lead to all sorts of weird dreams. Now, we're supposed to go shopping in Sumeru City today, remember? Cheer up. I'll take you to Hushang's. I heard you go wash your face, take some deep breaths, and...
Okay. Thanks, Master Tainari.
And yet, dreams can sometimes be a warning of things that
Nicole?
will soon come to pass. That dream felt unusually real, didn't it? Here's my suggestion. Since you're heading into and just to be on the safe side, I think you should also inform your 2 traveler friends who once helped save Sumeru. Time is short. A storm is coming from beyond the bounds of fate.
Oh my god.
What a strange situation. Imagine waking up one day to find that everything around you has changed. Let's get to Sumeru and find out what the heck is...
Ooh, Paimon using worse words, I guess. What the fuck? I wanted a different team. I want my Varasa team. Yes, actually, I want to leave. I want to change to Varasa. It's so much faster. No, I'm not gonna claim that actually. Boom this. No, wrong with Sith who has what? Oh, because Barbara had ring Yakshay and then Melanie was on with Sith. But I changed back. I need another set on this so bad. 7 and 21, 7.4, 33 attack. That's decent. That's better on Malani. She can use all of that. Electro damage bonus and free. Oh shit. This. And no. Push it. This. No. This. No. This is. Put 7% attack. With 3, that's fine. That does no damage. When I'm sick, I just want to check everyone's gear. 140 is a bit low. I think. Also, where's this 2-piece, 2-piece? It is this. No, what the fuck was during this set? I don't remember anymore. No, it's 2-piece stack, 2-piece Marsha say. Or 2-piece stack, 2-piece stack with this goblet. Oh, 36. That's even less ER. Oh shit. I don't need EM, that's for sure. I don't need to use that. Arlecchino's using that. No, oh, fuck's sake. Where's the... No, I don't have that. No, I don't have that. Oh shit. I'm a big trouble. I could use this, but... That my plume's gonna be shit. Codex doesn't do anything. Now I'm gonna just use 2 Ps. 6 elemental energy. Ah! I forgot about that. Whatever. Yes, 42k HP. And the other HP it's gonna be this. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this one. 24. Perfect. And 42k, she still has way over enough. On 40, yeah, that's fine. And the Onsa. 2800 attack, 4-piece scroll, and Serpent Spine? Scout Spine. Serpent Spine. 225, perfect.
Traveler! Paimon! Thank goodness. I'm so glad you... Of course! Yeah. After I wrote my letter, Master and I went to Sumeru City and told the Dendro Archon everything that I experienced. She was silent at first. It seemed like she was deep in thought. Then the next day, we got told that she was ordering everyone to leave Sumeru City immediately and move the caravan The entire population of...
Not just Sumeru City. The evacuation also includes Lokapala. Basically, everyone living in the rainforest must
Holy smokes! That's crazy!
Yes, it's quite an operation. Even if people only bring the bare essentials, the scale is simply enormous. They've requisitioned almost all the Sumpter Beasts in Sumeru for the task, including the entirety of Dori's Sumpter Beast Park. The Dendro Archon said that what Kale experienced was not a dream. After our meeting, she immediately summoned the 6 sages to analyze the situation and discuss countermeasures. They concluded that the events seen in the dream are very likely to become a reality, and that an unknown danger is rapid. Please keep that to yourself. The official reason they've given is a large-scale renovation of the rainforest ecosystem. People are skeptical, but they're...
The Dendro Archon seemed really worried when we spoke to her. She said you can go visit her. She also said she'd hold out until the very end.
Tainari? Kale? You got a minute?
One moment. As a forest watcher, I've been tasked with assisting with the relocation work. This will be the final group of evacuees from Sumeru City. While they're away from home, they'll be heavily reliant on outside. Thank you for coming in our time of need. As you can see, another crisis.
Excuse me. Sorry to trouble you, but could you help an old man find...
Where's my mom? Where did she go?
Those items are worth a small fortune. Make sure you store them somewhere safe.
I bet you thought you'd get away with this in the chaos, huh? Guess again. No petty thief gets past me.
We should go help the evacuee.
I'm so glad that you believed me and came all this way to help. Don't worry. We may not know exactly what's Goodbye! Will do. See ya! Paimon's not sure how she found the words to comfort Kale because... Let's head to the Sanctuary of
Sure thing, little. What was he at that place name? It's so weird. It's done here.
Who goes there? No unauthorized access to this place.
Are you blind? It's the Traveler and Paimon. Surely you've seen them before.
Huh? Oh, so it is. I'm sorry, I haven't been sleeping well lately. The Dendro Archon is in a very vulnerable state at the moment. Mahamatra Sino is concerned that our enemies might choose this moment to strike.
Just seeing you two again already puts our minds at ease. Please, enter. I'm sure everyone's
It automatically goes. That's good. I don't like it when... Wait, that's Kave sign on 2 others. I don't like it when it's like, okay, please enter. Then I have to walk 50 meters, like 3 seconds sprinting. Or 1.5 with Varisa. And then I have to go another cutscene. A Wanderer's there.
Traveler, Paimon.
Aha! Perfect timing. Reliable helpers like you are just...
Oh, it's good to see everyone again. Kawaii gave us what kind of danger is Sumeru City in exactly? And how come...
At this stage, we can't be certain. We're investigating, but...
I take it that Kale told you...
Yeah. Apparently, everyone in Sumeru City was acting super weak.
That's right. Kale and Tainari reported the situation to the Dendro Archon. She believes that it wasn't merely a dream, and that whatever it was has something to do with
It's a reasonable inference. Only through Irminsul can people's memory and cognition be so significantly...
We don't know why Kale would dream of these things, nor who was trying to warn her. The Dendro Archon decided to connect to Irminsul to investigate more thoroughly.
Irminsul is connected directly to the ley lines. The tree serves as a central hub where the ley lines converge, and its core function is to record, but something has gone awry, severely compromising the performance.
What is that word? Oh, AWR what? I mean, they're sages, so like...
Information is bottlenecking inside Irminsul, hampering the ley lines' flow. If this continues, new information will languish unrecorded, with existing records thrown into disarray.
In short, the souls of the dead will be stranded, while the living have their sense of reality. In the long run, Kale's dream could well become a reality. And that's just the beginning.
I have come this far to use my death to open the gates of the ley lines to my people.
Faced with a growing backlog of information, the Dendro Archon decided to connect herself directly to Irminsul and take over the recording and...
But it is an almost impossible task. Individual brains aren't equipped to deal with the sheer volume of knowledge and memories involved. All that information flooding in at once would instantly fry... And for a god... even for a god...
The Dendro Archon's power originates from Irminsul. Any issue with the tree itself takes a toll on her to be... On top of that, she's subjecting herself to the grueling task of... And despite all of this, she is somehow finding the strength to investigate the Irminsul situation.
I finished analyzing the latest data. Looks like our working theory was wrong. There's no signs of Irminsul.
So it's internal then? Some sort of disease, perhaps? No. I've spent half my life studying the ley lines.
Sino? What is it?
Not long ago, I got a tip from the Corps of 30 that a large number of unidentified merchant caravans had recently been spotted entering Sumeru through Beta Harbor. At first, I suspected that they might have something to do with all this, so I sent some people to investigate. But if Irminsul wasn't...
Don't you think there are more important things to worry about right now than guessing who's behind? It's been over 12 hours with no new intel. If even the Keeper of Irminsul is this badly affected, you can imagine how bad things are in there.
Dendro Archon.
What? That was not the Haytham who spoke.
What's wrong?
Her breathing is weak, and her elemental energy levels.
Looks like it's time to move to the backup.
What's the backup?
Get out of the city and take the Dendro Archon. The entrance to Irminsul is directly beneath the sanctuary of Surasthana. That means this is ground zero if anything goes wrong.
The Dendro Archon has a very strong connection to Irminsul. Under normal circumstances, she can unleash her full power here. But with Irminsul out of...
The situation is critical. There's no time to deliberate. Everyone in...
I'll deal with it. I'll also let the Matra and the Core of 30 know to start evacuating.
Let's go. No sense grieving when there's nothing more we can do.
Agreed. We'll be back as soon as this is over.
The last group of civilians has been safely evacuated. Dendro Archon's carriage will travel with them. Sino and Hat Guy will protect the convoy. With the Dendro Archon in a coma, and with Irminsul still deteriorating, we have no choice but to evacuate Sumeru City.
Stop moaning, Cyrus. We're the teachers here. We should be showing a little more confidence, don't you think?
A wise judgment.
Let's move out to Caravan Rebot.
Right, so Sumeru City is gonna be empty then.
Sir, all units are in position.
Good. Everything is going to plan. Interfering with Sumeru City is a necessary step, so do not hesitate.
I forgot this guy's name,
The Irminsul
motherfucker.
situation will not harm you. We need to speed things up here, too. We don't want to keep our client waiting, do we?
Client?
No,
That's
sir.
the tourist
You have my
club.
word. Everything will be completed on schedule.
They say that fervent ambition attracts the favor of the gods, but we appear to be the exception. So, is our ambition not strong enough? Or does it threaten the very foundations of this world?
I forgot that. That's not exactly like tour, like a bit like the tour, but like not like the tour, but like yeah.
How is the Dendro Archon? Her breathing is steady. I prepared some therapeutic incense for her, but it hasn't. Her vitals are still very weak. Based on the information you've provided, I have a working hypothesis. Her condition is partly due to Irminsul's influence, and partly due to elemental energy usually flows through the body at a relatively constant rate. The body grows accustomed to this rhythm.
Is this similar to the ley lines? Overloading and withering both directly affect their vitality, potentially causing irreversible damage.
Correct. From a biological perspective, if you overexert yourself, you pay the price with your life. The Dendro Archon is not only drained of power, but her life force is at a
Is there any way to restore her health? I know the ley lines have strong self-healing abilities. As long as any blockages or pollutions are dealt with, they can quickly regain their vitality.
Before we think about that, there's a bigger predicament to resolve. Restoring the Dendro Archon's power requires a...
Paimon's already... Master Tainari and Sino look so serious.
Tainari.
6 sages.
Master Nephis? Sages?
Tainari, haven't seen you in ages. Have you gotten taller? Or did your ears get...
Hopefully the former, Uncle Baladuri.
Sino, where's Professor Cyrus?
He went out into the wild to investigate the situation. He said that the Irminsul anomaly will...
He shouldn't be trotting around alone at his age. Which way did he go?
Would someone mind introducing...
Ah yes, of course. I'm sure we're all familiar with the Traveler and Paimon. They're the heroes who helped foil Azar's conspiracy and save These gentlemen and I are the 6 current sages of the Academia. Balduri and I are part of the Old Guard, while the other 4 took office after Azar and his clique fell from power. We have Sage Alkindi of the Spantamad Darshan, Sage Farnas of Kasharawar, Rataoist Sage Shakir, and finally Harabatot Sage Rusht.
Rushed, more like not rushed.
Nice to meet you all.
I've heard much about you. Delighted to finally meet you in person.
You're younger than I imagined for someone with the power to stand up to fate itself. Thank you for lending your aid to Sumeru once more.
Once we're on the other side of this, could we get a photo together? My daughter has a friend named Isak. He's always...
Of course! No true hero would deny a child their...
Back to business. So with the Dendro Archon currently in a coma, the people have taken temporary refuge at Caravan Rebot. But we need to come up with a plan as soon as possible.
Well, firstly, having reviewed the data, I'm inclined to agree with your assessment. This doesn't look like an attack on Irminsul from the outside. Rather, it resembles a malfunctioning machine. Calculations going haywire and sparks fly. That being said, before we consider how to fix it, we need to understand precisely what has gone wrong.
We have no direct access to Irminsul. However, we might be able to gather the information we need from the ley lines. Study the branches to learn about the trunk, in other words. Wait, is that what Cyrus is up to? No wonder he ran off to research in the wild. Curse is always one step ahead of me, isn't he?
I heard that while in the sanctuary of Surasthana, the Dendro Archon had to serve as the central information hub herself. This is a clear sign the situation within Irminsul might be far worse than we can imagine. Irminsul is vital, not just to the safety of Sumeru, but to all of Teyvat. We must be the ones to...
Are you saying we should consider a scenario in which
I'm merely pointing out that the possibility...
You have a valid point. But until worst comes to worst, I believe we should focus our efforts on resolving the...
Kale, I understand that you were the first to foresee this crisis. If it's all right, I'd like to talk with you about it in more detail.
Of course! But even I don't know how I came to have...
If there are no signs of external damage, could it be a stress fracture? Metals tend to suffer from this issue with long-term use. And Irminsul has existed for centuries after...
It's possible, but surely a stress fracture would be more likely to cause a complete shutdown rather than chaos.
Sages, General Mahamatra, sorry to interrupt.
What happened?
Some citizens didn't believe that Sumeru City was really in any danger. They slipped away and hid during the relocation, intending to return home.
How many people are we
About a dozen. Sakura found them while on patrol, but they appeared to be suffering from psychosis. For whatever reason, they were trying to kill each other. By the time we arrived, there were only...
Where did this happen?
Near Yasna Monument.
That's not far from Caravan Rebot.
Master.
I know. The Irminsul anomaly is beginning to have effects in the world. I didn't expect it to spread to Yasna Monument so soon. It almost feels like we're being chased relentlessly, with no time to catch our breath.
Sir Cyrus said the same thing. He sent me back to report...
I'll go join him.
Count me in too. Don't let my age fool you, I can still fend for...
Very well. Meanwhile, the rest of us will...
Get back soon.
Take care of yourselves. It's getting...
Oh, that's really close. Can I not zoom out? Oh, I can. Just flexing my exploration, except this fucking Arnar shit. Went straight to this one. Perfect. That's Cyrus or the other guy that was... I forgot his name.
Please, don't go any further. As you get closer to Sumeru City, there's no...
So this is our mentally
I'm going to gut you all!
Cyrus, you didn't even bring a single guard? Do you think you're...
It's fine. Come here and look.
Oh, it's...
That's right. Flowers that bloom from openings in the ley lines, indicating some sort of anomaly.
I don't believe I've ever seen...
Did you discover it nearby?
Not just here. Way over there, too. They're everywhere. There's even more in that direction.
How did you ascertain the situation further ahead?
Yes. This area is relatively safe so far. But however, some vision-bearing mercenaries were able to maintain their sanity a little better. They're the ones...
Sino, do you remember the class I taught on dissecting?
I do, Professor. I received full marks in that course.
Good. After all these years, it's time to put that knowledge into practice. There must be anomalous information hidden within these blossoms. Been a while since we worked on a project together.
Sure has. Well...
Anything we can do to help?
Will you need my help?
All right, well, don't go too far.
Let's regroup at Caravan Rebot later. Don't worry if you don't show up. I'll come and find you.
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll restore a pep with elemental power. The damage it suffered internally will also slowly... What is it? You thought of some... Really?
At least be in Caravan Rebot already. Perfect.
Whew. Glad to see you've returned safe.
Any longer and we would have gone out looking for it.
Well, this is a nice surprise. I'm unsure if
I mean, it's just...
everyone we know here.
Yeah, half of them.
We've made some progress, so let's start by giving you and Paimon...
By dissecting the ley line's blossoms, we've been able to deduce that although Irminsul is experiencing an anomaly, the Dendro Archon has the power to connect to Irminsul. But there's also another way. I assume you recall the devices everyone was wearing when you first arrived in Sumer.
Devices? Oh, wait.
The Akasha terminals?
That's right.
Of course! It's been so long, Paimon almost forgot all about the Akasha.
Yes, but although the system isn't currently operational, the technological infra... And it turns out that a certain someone gets so bored at work that he's actually read through every single one of the instruction manuals.
If praising others is that embarrassing for you, you can simply spare yourself the ordeal.
As much as it pains me to say anything nice about him, there's no... The Akasha is exactly what Sumeru needs at this moment. Between us, we should have all the knowledge and expertise we need to get it up and running again.
But if I recall correctly, doesn't the Akasha...
That's exactly right. The Akasha relies on the Gnosis as a power source, and in its absence, we'll need to find an alternative to tackle this problem.
Namely, to the Temple of Silence. It's the only major institution in Sumeru dedicated to preserving the knowledge of King Deshret's civilization. You might
Big temple?
I agree. There's a...
Master Nephis and the other sages have discussed it. As the chaos from Irminsul continues to spread, we have to move into the desert next. The scholars and sages will head to the Temple of Silence, while the civilian population seeks refuge in Aru village.
That's gonna be
Eremites will keep everyone safe during the journey, and Candace will be there to receive us at the village.
This leaves us just one thing. That Dendro Arc.
She's very weak. We can't afford to wait until Irminsul...
Huh. Wow, luckily, the Traveler had a
Really?
Talk.
Wow, nice.
Please. You motherfucker. I haven't even done this quest, so that's funny.
Theoretically, it's feasible. From what you're saying, although elemental life and elemental energy have their differences, the Dendro Archon has explicitly stated in which case, as long as a Pep is willing, she should be able to convert her own power into a...
It wouldn't be difficult for her at all. The only problem is convincing her to help.
Yeah! Even though she wasn't exactly friendly the last... When she realizes the danger that Nahida is in, surely she won't...
Either way, we're not exactly spoiled for...
Hey, it's better than having no...
I agree. Without Irminsul's aid, the legendary Dendro Dragon Apep may well be the only living thing in Sumeru who can help our Archon recover her power. There's no time to lose. I'll bring this proposal to Master right away. If he and the other sages agree, the academics will go to the Temple of Silence to look for a solution to the Akasha problem. The Eremites will escort the civilians safely to Aru village, and the Traveler and Paimon will take the Dendro Archon to see Apep.
There's still a long road ahead, and no knowing if we'll make it. But at least we have a direction now. I'll take it over Flop.
If there are no objections, then let's proceed. But before we adjourn, I would like to leave you all with some parting words. No matter the distance between us, there will always be an invisible force tying us together. May the bonds forged in the past shine bright like stars.
Huh. Is that from King of...
No. This one's from King of Invocations, the sequel.
What's the difference?
The sequel's much cooler.
Well,
The
it was very
sequel's much
apropos.
cooler.
Once this is all over, I'll give everyone a copy of King of Invocations and the sequel to show my gratitude. Come on, let's get...
What the fuck? From the Grand Sage of the Grand Plan. What? Nice teleport.
Tainari has brought me up to speed. But we can't proceed with everything right away. The people need to rest. For many of them, this will be their first time in the desert. You two, please go on ahead with the Dendro Archon. Let's rendezvous at the Temple of Silence later.
Rendezvous is one of the weirdest
Words can't express
English.
my gratitude.
Rendezvous.
So let me just say,
I think it's
I
written
hope
like
everything goes
R
smoothly
A
for
and
all
D
of us.
E.
Goodbye for now.
O U or just you.
Alright, let's
Rendezvous.
get going. If Paimon remembers correctly, the last time with Traveler, Paimon, could I call it? Well, Master Tainari once told me, after you raise a problem, you should think about how to resolve it. I tried my best to keep up with the conversation, but there was so much new information, I couldn't... Huh! Paimon knows exactly how you feel, but fear not. Everything you need to know is right here in Paimon's notes. Sumeru chapter! It's got tons of info about all the things we've seen and heard on our adventures. You see? Being the greatest, Paimon doesn't always understand the things you're talking about with other people. Whenever that happens, she notes down the confusing parts. This is perfect. Sure. Matter of fact, you can keep it if you want. The spare copy was originally meant for the Traveler. Paimon used to worry that one day he might not need a guide anymore, so... But it doesn't seem so necessary nowadays. We have so many more places to see together. One copy will be enough for both of us. Thank you so much. But still, these are your treasured memories. Anyway, that was all. I won't keep you any longer. See ya! Alright, time to bring Nahida to see Apep. Let's hope that old grouch is in a negotiating mood. Hey, here's a thought. Actually, never mind. In a pap size, Nervalet's probably one of those dragons who's grown too close to humankind. They might end up fighting for all we know.
The fuck was that first line? Hey, here's a thought. If we brought Nuvalet along, do you think he could help us persuade a Pep to help? And just as Paimon said, absolutely fucking not. You. Thank you. Oh, this is a cool loading screen. A lot of people.
I had a feeling your kind might come calling. The ley lines are in disarray. Something has gone wrong with Irminsul, yes. Even from a great distance away, I can sense that you who took our home from us. Prepare to watch as your own world is plunged into oblivion.
This isn't a joke, Pep. Nahid is in grave...
Is she now? Then do explain. For what reason should I lend Boer my assistance?
What the fuck? So, if I click this, Epep's gonna be so what? If I click this, it's gonna be like, okay, well, yeah, but like, it's not like, I mean, yeah, this is gonna be like, or one of these is gonna be like, in a way, the right answer. If I click this, I'm just,
Be not mistaken. The fate of
yeah.
Sumeru is of no concern to me. I am neither the god of this land nor its guardian.
Then I get the same thing again.
I may have given my tacit agreement as your kind built homes here and multiplied for generation upon generation. But that does not mean that I bear any responsibility for Sumeru. Tiny Boer, puny humans. The age of the dragons ended long ago, and the world that replaced it is under the dominion of the heavenly principles.
I don't have
And
autoplay.
choosing not to side with your enemies when the heavenly principles' rules began to relax. I have been merciful. Do not forget that I have no love for this world you hold so dear.
Apep, if you truly despise God, well, after the great humiliation of being helped by a god in the past, shouldn't you be jumping at this chance to balance the scales?
Now that is a compelling reason. When El Ahmar plotted against me and I was tortured by forbidden knowledge, it was Boer who saved me from agony. And though I regard with shame the pity of my enemies, to receive aid without repaying it would likewise tarnish a dragon's dignity. Oh, tiny Boer, puny humans. Just this once I shall deign to show you the true power of dragonkind.
Whoa! It's happening again! We're gonna get sucked in!
Pep's domain, and Pep's gonna heal Nahida. Give a bit of power to her.
It is done. The heart of Oasis is supplying her with life force as we speak. It shall not be long before she recovers. But I should warn you. Boer's existence is closely intertwined with Irminsul. Unless the issues plaguing it are resolved, she will never completely recover her former strength.
Thank you.
Spare me your words of gratitude. You may also spare me your fate. A dragon's sovereign's power is far greater than you can imagine. While I was indeed weakened when the heart of Oasis ran dry, providing Tiny Boer with a morsel of my life force shall have little consequence for me.
Oh, good to hear.
ever held in high favor.
Well, you know.
The compliment was sincere. Simply. I did once. That tree was not planted by the heavenly principles. Irminsul existed before they ever arrived in Teyvat.
What?
There was a time when it belonged to Teyvat. Its appearance and function then differed greatly from today. The ley lines flowed with an abundance of a familiar, primitive form of elemental energy.
Where have we heard that? I don't
Heavenly
remember.
principles usurped and refashioned Irminsul, made it serve humanity, and used it to anchor the fate of the world. Yet in the end, humanity has failed to protect it.
I mean, humans are so much
Heavenly
weaker.
principles, God of gods. It makes me sick. The enmity between your kind and mine can never be bridged. As things stand today, holding a grudge against you would serve no purpose.
True.
But there will come a day when we reclaim this world for ourselves. The opportunity will arise no matter how long we must wait. I can already sense that far away from here, the Hydro Dragon has wrested his authority from the hands of the usurpers. But we have yet to meet. I know that we are both preparing for our revenge.
Yeah. No, it's gonna.
I hear a great disturbance out there.
Huh? What is it?
Sandstorms come. The Jinn. Another calamity approaches. You both seem restless. Let us part. Booer is safe with me. Once she has recovered.
Oh, thanks again.
I told you already I have no need.
The fuck is this?
Nahida, you're awake. Are you?
Cease your interrogation. Yes, she awoke for a brief moment, but she take it. We shall talk more at an.
Where the heck are we? Did you just dump us in the middle of nowhere?
Yes.
Wait.
Holy shit.
There's no need for everyone to stay here. I'll protect the sages. The rest of you, return to Aru village.
Yes, Mahamatra Sino.
Sino, what's going on?
You're back. How is the Dendro Archon? It's the Jinn. Countless Jinn have stirred up violent sandstorms across the desert, blocking our path to the Temple of Tainari and Kale have returned to Aru village to help. The Jinn are being highly aggressive, so both the village and the merchant caravans
It's just one thing after another. Where did all of them come from anyway? And all my
As I see it, the only possible candidate is Gurabad.
Gurabad?
Baladuri could explain in more detail if he were here. All I know is a rumor I've heard about from previous trips to the desert. Supposedly, a great number of dormant Jinn lie sealed beneath that city.
Gurabad is, for me, a fated land. I must therefore return back to this city, where my destiny awaits me still. My master, I am sorry that I couldn't stay by your side for long, and that I could not have more time to get familiar with you.
I'm pretty sure Lilopar didn't have a voice back in the day.
Yeah, we once said goodbye to a friend there. Well, maybe not a friend exactly, but if we can find a way to wake her up, maybe she can help solve the situation in Gurbad.
Well, be careful. You may find there's more than just the Jinn to worry about.
You mean there are other
It's a sensible assumption to make. The moment we arrived in Caravan Rebod, the Irminsul anomaly started spreading in that direction. Now we've moved to the desert, and suddenly we're plagued by Jinn and sandstorms. To call it a coincidence would be a stretch.
Don't worry, we've gotten a lot stronger since our last stint in Sumeru.
Fight.
It appears the monsters native to the desert have been stirred by...
Please don't use the fucking Pyro Traveler in Sino. No. 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 Please, my own team in Sino Trial.
You should get going. We'll take care of things here.
What?
You too.
This is almost the same thing.
Don't do
Okay.
anything too risky. You got it?
This is almost the same theme as when Rare was going to do stuff.
The Jinn are swarming out of Gurbad. Looks like Alhita was right. Let's get inside, see what's going on.
Ow, that hurt.
They just keep coming. How many of these things are there? We'll never take target spotted. All units at the ready. If it's Chewie, they must be using this place as a stronghold. Are they the ones behind all this? Yeah. Look out below. Charge. Stop right there.
Oh, that was Dark Drone. Shit.
Controlled breathing. On my
Rotations are shit right now, but
fighting Jin with one hand and Fatui with the other. Pure chaos. Ow. Too strong. Drop your weapon.
oh, fuck this shit right now.
Justice o'clock. Charge. Yeah. Heads up. Hero incoming. Stop. Justice o'clock. Stronger. Justice o'clock. Yeah. Kapow. Charge.
Bro! No! Perfect. Up.
Quick as a flash. Charge. Heads up. Justice o'clock. Heads up. Leave it to me. You see that strange machine? Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that that's the thing wrecking Gurbad and setting all those dangerous Jinn free.
The target has reached the core zone.
Requesting backup! Repeat, requesting backup!
Backup en route! Stop him at all costs!
I mean, yeah. And also, I think it's like C1 Eon-san that makes it so you don't need to do a charge attack after a burst or after ability or anything. What the wrong way, bro? But I get so much energy from that since my ear problems are fixing.
Control freak! On mark! Drop your weapons! Justice! Justice o'clock! Yeah! Kapow! Hero incoming! Kapow! Hero incoming!
Bruh. Oh! Didn't expect that thing like this.
Quick as a flash! You asked for it!
Something big's gonna
It seems
come out
my
of here.
subordinates failed to stop you in your tracks.
Apologies, sir.
There is no need to apologize. You did well to hold your ground against such a powerful adversary for as long as you did.
So, you're in charge here, huh? First the problems with Irminsul, now
I'm afraid I cannot answer that.
Tory clone?
I
No,
assume
it's
you are
the
naive
Africa.
enough to expect answers from
Oh, this guy, you see, however you want to spin it, you're clearly involved in this somehow. So you can either start talking or... Let's get him! Traveler?
You're remarkably calm. Some would act more rashly upon finding the ringleader all alone. But you keep your cool. Even as your enemy,
Did you show yourself just to...
Is this you trying to take back control of the conversation? I am here merely to indulge my own curiosity. Your names are well known among the Fatui. Naturally, I wanted to observe you up close.
Hey! Don't treat us like we're some kind of...
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. I'm quite aware that you are both heroes of great renown. You have resolved crises in many nations. I've been following your adventures with great admiration. My only regret is that the trajectory of your journey conflicts with our...
What do you mean, admiration? Sir!
I don't see why. We may happen to occupy opposing sides, but there is no cause for deep-seated enmity between us. To respect one's enemy is to respect oneself.
Well, now that you're observing us up close...
I've observed as keenly as I can. Yet, while I endeavor... Violence is not my area of expertise either. So, you see, I would much rather converse with you like this than determine a victor with the edge of a blade. Besides, I've heard that even 3 moons in the sky fail to eclipse your brilliance. I know better than to bite off more than I can chew.
3 moons?
So you have a connection with the Harbinger, the Doctor.
Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nodcry, but there are things that do not end with his departure. Look at me.
What are you after? Revenge for Dottore?
I've said quite enough, I believe. There's no point in continuing this conversation, except to say, I've noticed that you seem to know your way around here quite well.
Ugh.
I'll take that as a yes. Then I'm sure you'll have heard the story of this place. The mother of the Jinn, Lilupar. It was right here that Lilupar once helped the wise to ascend to the throne. But from that moment on, every king who sat upon it was corrupted by power. These degenerate rulers lost control over their nation, and with it, the right to occupy that exalted seat.
What are you trying to say?
I once admired you for your adventures. That is the earnest truth. Are these rules truly just? Does the heavenly principles rule with wisdom or folly? And how can we be sure that the Seven, who wield authority over the world, will not be corrupted?
Do you seriously think you're gonna convince us if—
Convince you?
That was the like 2 lines from the
I'm sure my commander already tried that.
fixed code.
Why would I waste my breath doing the same?
Special
If a few words
program
from a stranger
thingy.
were enough to make someone completely change their stance, it would only prove that they never had a firm will to begin with. I am merely stating my position, so that we might understand each other better. One's enemy in the present. As for what game I'm playing here, I'm simply buying some time. But now I must bid you farewell. It was a wise decision not to attack me immediately, since you did not fall for my ambush.
Leave this to us, sir.
Very well. I trust you to do what is necessary. Stall him while I execute the next Sumeru City, Irminsul.
Hey! Stop right there! Don't you
All units, stop them! Protect the command!
Did you hear that? He mentioned Sumeru City and Irminsul! He definitely knows something! We can't let him get away! Get rid of these pesky soldiers, quick! Rear guard to the front! Don't let them through!
I'm gonna kill every single one of these. Probably.
Get that thing in position!
Hold on! Just a little longer!
Hero incoming! We finally beat them! That mysterious guy can't have gotten far! Let's catch up with him!
Bruh. That's gonna be a clone or something. It's gonna be a trap. He's going so slow. He would have ran out of here if he actually wanted to do something.
You're very persistent.
Hey, you! Stop running and explain! What's this?
Relax. A small trap like this won't be enough to hold you. The sandstorms from Gurabad will die down soon enough, but this small window of time... Don't be discouraged. I knew that someone would come here eventually, where to chat with you, which door to exit from, even which mechanism to wait by for you. I thought through every detail. You, meanwhile, know nothing of who I am. So far, you've only heard my voice. But not to worry. This is only our first meeting.
Just answer me one last question. Why do you continue to follow Dottore?
Follow isn't quite the right word. Let's just say even those you see as villains have their friends, even if they aren't the most sincere of... When any set of rules is established, there will be those who benefit and those who lose out. People will do anything to justify what... Neither he nor I are tolerated by the rules of this world. We were both searching for a new order. Our ideas of the final form that should take may have differed, but our journeys took a shared path. Goodbye, Traveler and Paimon. I wish you a timely escape, albeit not too soon. I will...
Hey! Come back! Wait, this dark wall. We've seen these on her. I'm sorry. She shouldn't have jumped the gun.
Sino and his team are guarding the north.
There's so many Jin. Don't fret. I am well prepared for this situation.
Huh. So you have a solution?
Not exactly.
Perhaps you're unaware that I have a trusty genie partner of my own, Plumpy. If I send her to negotiate with the others, off you go, Plumpy.
Nothing happens.
Come on, what's the holdup? 5,000 mora. 20,000 mora.
1,000,000.
100,000 mora. Final offer.
Ah, so she's a hired partner.
No.
Hired partners are reliable too. Plumpy here is a highly skilled negotiator. You'll see
And she's dead.
a few words from her and... Plumpy! Don't you Jin have any respect for the rules? This was supposed to be a negotiation. You wanna play rough? Two can play it
Idiot.
Looks like it's up to us now. Be careful.
Yes, master.
Call the EQ Tinery EQ CS spam. Oh, we have Dory as well. Never mind.
Never mind. Plumpy.
Oh, stepping 4. Is this C6, C3?
You know, this reminds me of when you first arrived in Avidia Forest. You were trying to help a child retrieve a lost toy when you stumbled upon Spino Crocodile territory by mistake.
Yeah, I remember. Our first time fighting side by side.
Fighting side by side? I seem to recall swooping in to rescue you with a team of forest rangers.
Please stop.
Hey, well, weapon destroyed. Color is this Sig? Oh, sacrificial. Noblesse Deepwood? Yeah. Understood. Makes sense.
There's too many of them. I can't believe I used 12 rare items in one battle. Ugh. I shudder to think how this is going to affect this month's accounts. The sight of
Tainari, how's the situation on your end?
We held the line, though it was a close call. But it looks like
they've breached our defenses in the south. The Jin are pouring in.
We're hemmed in. This is getting precarious. Our margin for error just got a lot.
That's why we wanted to confirm your status. We need to consider our next move carefully.
Bad news. Another line of defense.
Kale, go with them and assess the situation. Dorian.
But master, even with
This is not a discussion, Kale. Don't worry about us. She clearly still has.
Wait, you can't pin all your hopes on. Oh, great. I've almost run out. Ma'am?
Need any help?
Huh?
What is it, Kale?
If things continue like this, it won't be long before
I don't care. Whoever you are.
The only one who can help is you. I am a spirit created at the beginning. I am a flickering illusion.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter.
Watch out! Jin income!
I am a spirit created.
Here goes nothing. I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Eh?
I am a flickering.
I am a flickering illusion. What's wrong, Plumpy?
That's...
Do you know what Kale is reciting?
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
It's a song composed by the goddess of flowers, but very few records of it remain, even in historical texts. All we have is a few fragments. Is Kale in?
Not to my knowledge.
The Jin have actually quieted down. Although... Oh, it's more...
Clearly, the songs left by the goddess of flowers have a soothing effect.
Really? I am...
Idiot.
Stay away! I'll stop!
It seems like the song only works when
Kale.
One more line? No? Never back to running out. Yep. It was cool though. It was also from that special program. That's cool.
When I heard that loud rumbling in the distance, I thought the shifting sands had bust open
Candace?
the gates to some ancient treasure vault.
No? I
Turns
forgot her
out it
name.
was just-
Jet?
It's been a long while.
This
Miss me?
bitch finally got a voice.
Should be the right mechanism.
Ben.
There we go. Come on, let's leave this.
The Golden Slumber quest is one of the best quests in the game, but it is so boring because there's not a single line of dialogue. Like voiced. Not a single part is voiced.
Those Fatui sure made themselves scared.
The Fatui? They came to the desert again?
Yep. No idea what they're planning this time.
How have you been?
Well, since we last met, I've started my own band of mercs. Oh, yeah. On a slightly different note, I finally took care of Masaira. Not much to write home about. It was just another day. Found us. He tried to talk me into seeing his point of view, as usual. But I'm way past that by now. There was nothing he could say to save his life. What about you guys? Bet you'd forgotten all about me and Bembe.
Of course not! We're super duper best friends!
Wow, you've done a lot.
Wow.
Oh my god! Almost.
Anyway.
Oh, right. Paimon almost forgot.
Oh, that bottle?
Yeah! We need her power to come and here's hoping we actually manage to find her. After all the trouble we've been through. Surely with everything's been going on in Gurabad, she must have woken up, right?
The fuck is this? Oh, this the chessboard. A chessboard thingy. Look alike.
What a long dream that was. It's been a while, my master. Oh,
Lilopor,
and you're here
Jet,
too, little
and
wildcat.
nobody.
Four of us
Paimon
back
Traveler,
together again.
nobody was
Imagine
voiced in
that.
that quest.
In truth, it was at first. I was none too pleased when those miscreants barged in. But it did give me the chance to reunite with you, dear master. After we last parted ways, I merged with the land beneath Gurabad to suppress the dark calamity stirring in the depths. It rekindled the flame of vengeance within the Jinn, depriving Gurabad of any hope of... I fought against it for a long, long time. Until one day, I sensed a change in the foreign land to the west. Suddenly, the pitch black... Once satisfied that that dark power could no longer bewitch the Jinn, I too fell into a deep slumber, from which I have only now awoken. Why have you returned to Gurabad, my master? And why is my sand-swept homeland in disarray once more?
Well, basically, Sumeru's in danger and a lot of our friends are affected. Some bad guys messed around with Irminsul and now they've released the Jinn in here. We managed to chase off the culprits, but we have no idea how to seal this place back up and stop the sandstorms.
Child's play. I shall quell the Jinn and scatter the storm.
Thank you, Lila.
No need to thank me, my master. I have granted many wishes in my time, and
No, it's to Tainorian. No, Sino goes to the temple, I think. No? Never mind.
The sandstorm's gone.
When I said that we'd meet again under a lovelier sun, this was exactly how I imagined it.
Yay! Although, honestly, Paimon would love to hang out with you more. Even if the weather sucks. Well, there shouldn't be any more gin breaking out, right? Are we okay to head back?
Sounds good. You can introduce us to your other friend.
Another adventure begins. Lovely.
The storms have stopped. We should be able to get to the Temple of Silence without any problems now.
This one, oh god, I forgot about this fact. This is gonna be one of the weakest patches, like Primus was. This is what is Luna 7? 6.6. I think there's not gonna be a 6.8 at all.
This is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did the...
I don't know. This plant...
Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal.
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, the scale of this project is enormous. Even with Carvey, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time.
You're back. Everything all right?
Friends of yours?
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilu.
Oh, a famous name from the history books.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine.
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on that. Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurabot problem is resolved.
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put...
Wow. Thanks for being there to help them.
So, this mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger subordinate.
Yeah? Is there something weird about that?
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy. Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nodcry.
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful, should trouble come knocking later. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort into disguising himself.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
Jet?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere.
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the
You bet we did. This place is... So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question. So our only option is to modify the Akasha using certain resources we hope to find in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru. Little is known about this device in academic circles, which suggests it was hidden quite effectively. If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation plan. However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration. The sages are still debating it.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, Paimon has a question. Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
Well remembered. Yes, that's exactly right. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans working together. It was a miraculous accomplishment, and it lies hidden deep within the king's mausoleum to this day. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets we are not privy to. Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now is because we heard it from the Ibis King Thoth himself at his temple. The tale of how the 3 retainers of Al-Akhbar
Wait,
were
King
imprisoned
Thoth?
in Aru.
Isn't that Nefer's
Paimon totally gets
pet?
that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded pretty unbelievable. You guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru, and that they...
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall, what obliterates love and hate, and what determines truth and falsehood.
Yeah. Oh, if only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more.
Not cry. Funny. She showed up here earlier.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her too. Both said they knew you.
Columbina
They contacted the
or
sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
Llama.
Really? They came here to help out?
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nod Cry her home. If she's the person you were talking about, then...
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right over there.
Nicole!
Why, hello! It's a good thing we left early. We all
locked out?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's border. No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become a lonely island.
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself. Irminsul is the source of Teyvat's ley lines after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Teyvat.
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape?
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world.
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
Oh, that's funny.
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble?
Judging by your tone?
Sounds like you don't know much about my past. And here I thought you knew everything.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time, so I do know a thing or two about him. As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru, thank you.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is always a reason to be found behind both salvation and destruction. Still, if time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict. That's why people change their minds about things all the time. But that's where we angels come in. Our duty, ultimately, is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desires and help bring them to fruition. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone.
And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end, that's okay.
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally open up to one another?
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever, never living in the present. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved. Those old emotions cling to me.
Do you wish to shake?
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories shaped me into the person I am today. They'll...
In that...
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear it.
A long, long time ago, when the angels... Monotonous work, lukewarm relationships... Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angels' demise, I have found myself missing those days on more than one occasion. Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things are gone, the memories quickly fade, and the emotions slip away along with them. If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of your hatred wiped from existence, it would not take long for the memories buried deep in your heart to slowly fade. Both love and hate are intense emotions, but they are nothing compared to the void left behind when they disappear.
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever applaud the destruction of the things they hate. Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more selective than a Mora-hungry merchant choosing between customers. We all need a reality check once in a while, so we don't forget the truth. As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win. I'll help you out a little, but I won't work for free.
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth, are you?
Of course I am.
What do you think?
I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures. The ones I carve are actually worth quite a lot.
Just cover my travel expenses.
Huh?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Oh my fucking god.
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you...
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa! Don't... And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in...
That was far more detailed than necessary.
True.
I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen...
She's still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection with Aru. We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done.
So that sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. I'm Dia, an Eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you.
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted huh?
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on?
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before. What is it, Kale?
It's you! You're the voice you encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon, and got me to recite that magic prayer. Mm-hmm. I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived since ancient times.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
Oh, well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still tell you a lot of stories from ancient history. Yep, and she's also an amazing sculptor.
You could say she's a real creative type.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty impressive.
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with me. Just relax and be yourselves. No need to be nervous. Miss Nicole, if it's okay, could I ask you a few questions? Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion, and you are desperate for answers. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? Why did those verses soothe the Jinn only when recited by you? I can guide you to the truth, but it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer to speak with you alone, if possible. Running late again. I thought we were going to speak alone. This is a lot more people than I was expecting.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by family members.
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret being revealed, I have no problem with it. Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole. I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever it is, there's no need for me to hide it from my closest friends.
Closest friends? It's so nice to hear that.
All right. In that case, I'll get right to it. Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body? I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar. Nothing could cure. The Fatui convinced my mom, and there were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard contained god remains. I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, I've gradually been able to overcome those memories. Anyway, so you're saying that what happened to me has something to do with the god remains they injected me with? Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers.
What? Fascinating. You don't seem surprised like the rest of us. Why? The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the Jinn.
You made Paimon jump! What are you doing here, Lilupar? I was
was merely passing through when I heard the name of the goddess of flowers. Be assured that I share your surprise. You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers within her.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even her closest acquaintances would find it near impossible to detect. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the Eternal Oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted for. Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in some experiment. It's not an uncommon occurrence. You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily lucky. So many people who yearn for this kind of power never attain it, yet you have coexisted with her all this time without even realizing it.
I don't know what to say. I'm glad that I could help everyone with this power, really. But knowing that a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers is inside my body is... it's a strange feeling.
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned intruder can shake one's sense of self.
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
Huh. I guess you, of all people, have a good reason to speak on this.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis' Ba fragments that I could bear. Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crowd? Thanks for helping to explain the joke, Tainari. Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
He's gonna do another joke.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis. In the same way, you are simply you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So about that dream I had, was it a warning from the Goddess of Flowers?
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living beings. Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains its natural instincts. Even her smallest remaining fragments would do their utmost to send you that warning. The Mother of Dreams? Lord of Flowers and Oases? She must have had a premonition. That is why she gave that dream to you.
We won't let her efforts go to waste. But I still don't understand. Why me?
Yes. Why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with God remains, but only in you have her fragments persisted. I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was likely assimilated by that will. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. As this young man said, you are who you are, and that will not change. All right, any further questions from the family members of the patient? If not, we should head to the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Let's move out. Time to put our plan into action.
We all hope it'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru? And even if all 7 pillars of King Deshret agree to let us proceed, the scale of the work to follow is daunting, to say the least.
Haven't you handled other big projects before?
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably the Palace of Alcazarzaray, I guess? But this is orders of magnitude beyond that. It's a total nightmare.
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for details after the fact.
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more quickly and smoothly than last time.
Kave's self-doubt disappeared in an instant. Like magic.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go and pack your things. We'll head to the mausoleum as soon as you're ready.
Where the f... Oh, I fell behind that. Oh, Farzan. What's that? Was that like some scholars?
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my own trumpet.
Honestly, even though Kasharawar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Kasharawar scholars are quite serious about sculpting as a hobby. So if they rate your work, that's enough for us. We just have to take a look.
Who's we?
Myself and a few other scholars. Kashif, Daneshvar, come take a look.
Oh, well, if you
Whoa! Where did that come from?
Look at the level of detail. It's so lifelike. The squirrel descends from the heavens like a champion, and the earth trembles beneath its feet. What do you think? Striking, isn't it?
Kave? Kave, come here for a sec. Oh, and Madame Farazan, didn't you used to study in our darshan? Come take a look.
All right, but hang on a moment. I have to finish reviewing this proposal first.
You called? What is it, youngster?
This squirrel statue. Isn't it cute?
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands out to me. Were you trying to carve a statue of a hero, young lady?
Oh, a hero? I suppose so. Actually, I didn't really have a specific theme in mind. I just started working on it, and this is how it turned out.
I see. Well, do you tend to read novels about heroes in your spare time?
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those. Everyone loves a good tale of daring do, right?
Then perhaps this statue represents the heroic tale you long to see deep down inside. Also on the subject of heroism, I feel that if the subject posed with a finger raised towards the heavens, it would lend a greater gravitas to the overall image. I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would be a perfect fit. It has a certain classical beauty about it. Kave!
Sorry, Madame Faruzan, I'm a little busy right now. Don't wait up for me.
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes. I was hoping to ask him for his opinion.
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that? Classical beauty is a great direction to explore. That's it. Once I get back, I'm going to sculpt a heroic squirrel pointing its finger towards the sky.
Precisely. A declaration of victory. You understand my vision. Then place the two statues face to face.
Yes! That's exactly what I was thinking.
It'll be a masterpiece. Miss... I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
Just call me Nicole. Madame Faruzan? Was it?
What? Oh, no. That wouldn't be right.
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. Anyone may call me Madam if they so desire. My dear Miss Nicole, once we make it through these trying times, should we have the pleasure of meeting again, I shall look forward to seeing your new work. In this day of age, it's rare to find people with an appreciation for classical aesthetics. Meeting you was truly a pleasant surprise.
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long time since I met anyone interested in this style of statue. Clearly, they don't call you Madam for nothing. Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because when I think about it, I really am someone who likes stories about heroes. That must be why I've quietly kept watch over generation after generation of them.
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes?
What exactly do you do for a living? Oh, never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame Faruzan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Good idea. Let's limit the conversation to aesthetics.
That's funny. Oops. There it is. Traveler Tenori Nefer Sino Sethos Jath.
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Oh, this is cool. I'm not sure if I've been here. Hulk. Or is this a specific area?
Why, we've not seen so many visitors ever, really. What is this place? Closer inspection reveals many familiar faces. To what do we dusty old fellows owe?
You surmise correctly. We are here to...
Ho, enormous, you say? How large, then? Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and Crocco's faces. All this activity is making for quite the... I know that laugh. Lilipar? What on earth are you...
Oh, this is hilarious. Turns out good things really do come to those who wait. When did you three get locked up in here? And still you act all high and mighty, putting on a show for the younglings.
Why, you... Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right, Lilipar. Goatee, Crocco, and I all have the same problem. But didn't King Deshret seal you away? How did you break free, and how did you get in here?
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day, should you ever get the chance. Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are imprisoned eternally, leaving not a single shard behind. It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all self-important. Curiosity gnaws at you, doesn't it? Your interest in the outside world threatens to burst you at the seams.
Turf.
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Bullying.
Time is of the essence. Let's get down to business. We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia. If we can help you regain your freedom, then please consider lending us your aid. As for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story. So, to demonstrate our sincerity, we are prepared to first resolve the problems that plague the three of you.
All right, stop arguing, Crocco. And Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth getting so angry about. Forget about her. The three questions are the crucial... But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open. Unless, with the passage of time, you have...
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was a liar's soul. Liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth, you have to reach their soul.
I think that makes sense.
I found it quite compelling myself, and I told Nefer so. Unfortunately, it brought us no closer to liberation.
Well, that's simply because it was my answer, not the one King Deshret was looking for.
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar wanted then?
Time. And that's not only the answer to the final question, it's the answer to all three of them. All things wax and wane with the passage of time. Love and hate eventually fade into nothing. Current affairs are always fraught with conflict and controversy. Only time can distinguish between right and wrong. You once described King Deshret as a proud man. I'd say that the prouder someone is, the more inclined they are to believe that only time is qualified to be their judge.
Time. Well. In Indeed. Perhaps in building Aru, our king was in fact attempting to reverse time, to bring love and hate, right and wrong, the rise and fall of all things back to their point of origin.
Ooh.
This is the most eventful day I have experienced in a long...
Are those 3 of the 7 pillars?
Turns out the statues were quite faithful to...
You 3 seem to be...
Prison can help a person grow and learn to cherish what they have. Nevertheless, after everything you've done for me, I sincerely hope you never have to experience it for yourself. Hello, Nefer.
It's good to see you, Thoth, the Ibis King.
Nice. Dang, you two getting along
What?
so well.
What?
Should we maybe introduce
What was that? Good to see you, Ibis King. Like, really professional. Sethos. Nice.
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino. And this is the former Spantamot sage, Cyrus. But I'm guessing none of that means a whole lot to you.
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. We've been gone from this mortal world for longer than you can imagine.
Let's hold off on the introductions for now. We can always ask Nefer about you later. It'll give me...
Gods and people of yore are not necessarily welcome in today's world. Self-awareness is one of my finest qualities. I thought I ought to share its fruits with you two.
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions. Let's not forget, it was my persistence that won you both your freedom.
Fair point.
And I must praise you for your wisdom.
I'm sorry?
Why, your tremendous accomplishments deserve a reward, do they not? You must let us do something for...
General Mahamatra...
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which have never been seen before. And we need your help.
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another. Whether we were its cause or...
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon. She fell into a coma and is currently receiving treatment from the Dendro...
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon is helping to heal the Dendro Archon?
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel, a pep who possesses no virtues aside from her basic instincts. Ah, good heavens.
Oh, I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still, why would the Dendro Dragon lend you her aid? She has always held nothing but contempt for the Archons. I suppose...
You can help us make his...
Smooth.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by opening up Aru and making some modifications to it, we can use its technology to our advantage.
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. King Deshret never managed to realize his full vision before his death. Much remains to be done if it is to be pitted against Irminsul. Besides, I hear your reasons, but to give Aru up over such would be...
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not beyond human means to achieve. Modern technology should solve the efficiency issues.
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru was to gain the necessary leverage to negotiate with you. You asked us to state our wishes, and we have. Each one of us here needs your help, as do all the thousands of people living in Sumeru. They need you, and they need Aru.
What do we think, my fellow old fogies?
Since you ask so nicely, naturally.
Naturally what? Are you for?
I simply mean we shall do what comes naturally. You claim that you wish to open Aru. Know you then that the golden slumber created by King Deshret is preserved with...
We do. We understand the risks involved.
In all likelihood, the mortal world will never again be able to replicate King Deshret's work. Never will there be another chance to come so close to creating a utopia.
We are sure. Before people can dream, they must first live.
If your minds are made up, very well. We shall summon our erstwhile colleagues to Saint Chesepank, Saint Benu. Once you surrendered to silence and were buried with King Deshret. But now, we invoke the right to awaken you with our voices.
Saint Benu, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Saint Shezbank, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Ah, Lord Herreshoff. What a long time it has been.
Then your trust in my well-being has long outlived your physical body. You have always opened with that same phrase, in life, death, and now even beyond.
Al-Akmar is long gone. What is the reason for this
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological...
Aru is the pride of Al-Akmar. Opening Aru requires the unanimous
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Akmar, a god without his people, shall cease to exist, and King Deshret's greatest wish was to provide protection for his people. Let us then honor our God King's wishes as we consider our decision.
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know that the last of the 7 pillars, the Dendro Dragon Apep, will never communicate with us?
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you it is true. But Apep is, in fact, healing the Dendro Archon as we speak.
Huh? Can someone attest to this?
I ask the 3 kings. Can any of...
Naturally, the Ibis King, Thoth.
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability. That way the rest of us may have a clear conscience.
Herreshoff, you diabolical fiend!
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision. What sort of fiend would do that?
I miss the days when Hermanubis was still around. At times like this, he would offer to take accountability.
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis's?
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with a character such as you? I, Saint Shezpank, approve the Goat King's proposal.
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no reprimand for acting beyond our remit. Nevertheless, I sincerely hope that those before us understand the significance of what they remember. The moment that Aru is liberated, the myriad souls residing within the Golden Slumber will return to the ley lines. And once the ley lines flow again, to take this step is to bring the perfect afterlife created by our king to a permanent end.
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless. Furthermore, the contemporary human perspective would contend that confining souls in this way is no act of benevolence. The deceased have a right to rest in peace.
King Deshret's creation is clearly a place of rest and peace. It is just that many do not see it this way.
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon Apep made their choice ahead of time, while the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King have also granted permission to liberate Aru. By the grace of His Majesty, guided by his wisdom and will, let the gates of Aru be reopened.
Cutscene.
Hey, look at that!
What's this? Are we under attack? No.
Here you are, through the sands of time.
Jet's father? Or whoever that guy was.
Father.
Yes!
It's Jet's father, Jibril! That's right! He entered the golden slumber, didn't he?
I smell blood and sand on you. You've grown.
You have to leave, don't you? Please.
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Samael, is finally free. I am truly grateful for that the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care.
Father. Father.
Hey, Jet.
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon.
Is that water, by the way?
Just a little sudden. The chance he was trapped in the golden slumber for our sake. And now, after all this time...
You've grown strong, Jet.
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my memory where it belongs. My family. Goodbye, Father.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion.
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, although Aru was created by a god, human craftsmanship was nevertheless required to build the gate that connects it to this world. Perhaps the relationship between gods and humanity follows a similar principle.
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or discard. Proceed as you see fit, but please entrust the task to your...
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to take on disciples, and so it follows that you must accept the risks of associating with you.
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have locked all of you away in Aru, never to leave again for all eternity.
All of us? What a...
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated using Aru's power, we shall install a defense mechanism at our king's mausoleum. You must be guarded even against Irminsul itself. This shall afford you some convenience, unseen and unheard. From this moment forth, none may by sight or hearing perceive anything said or done within the mausoleum.
Amazing. And all this...
With technology from the heavens, the possibilities are endless. Just because King Deshret did not use it for this purpose does not mean that it cannot be done. So...
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality.
Why, yes. I've already contacted...
That was Act 9?
You must be the ones tasked by the Academia with renovating Aru?
That's right. Good afternoon. I'm Kaveh, and these two are Termezi and...
We've met before. This is Thoth, the Ibis King, and everyone knows these two.
I've only ever seen these two in murals. Ah, the paintings in the temple. They show us chatting, playing cards, playing chess. Precisely the activities we most enjoy.
No, only you enjoy playing chess.
I wouldn't go that far. Back to the matter at hand. A preliminary assessment by the Academia indicates that this project requires expertise in various disciplines, including the deciphering of ancient texts, mechanical engineering, the restoration of ancient ruins, and elemental theory. The most capable minds in their respective fields are here before you. If there are no objections,
The artisans who built Aru for Al-Ahmar gave their very lives to create this splendid work. Follow their example by giving your utmost devotion.
I didn't know that. We'll do our best, of course, but we certainly won't be sacrificing our lives.
Such brazen words. Humans these days are a far cry from their
True.
ancestors.
No, that's not what he meant. Please, don't mind him. He shares your sentiments, just not your, penchant for hyperbole.
I just think it's important to manage expectations.
Forgive my lack of courtesy, but we simply can't sacrifice our lives to the gods on completion of the project like people in the legends of old. Here's a first draft of the project proposal for your perusal. Please let us know if you have any requests. Normally, I'd have made it look a lot more visually appealing, but we were really pressed for time on this occasion. I hope you'll forgive me.
Naturally.
If my fellow ministers deem this meager display of respect sufficient, I suppose I can consider agreeing to the...
Why are you so preoccupied with the ostentatious displays of respect to Al-Ahmar? We should be trying to make things easy for them. You never know. We might have to rely on these young people to look after us in our old age.
Exactly. This is Aru's mainframe. Be reminded to use it with great caution.
We certainly will.
You may attempt to lay out punishment should you so desire, though I'm afraid it...
King Deshret always believed in humanity.
Is that true? No wonder human artisans helped to build Aru then. He actually required human assistance to create his greatest work.
Naturally.
Have you noticed that the Goat King keeps giving superficial responses? It's like he's just going through the motions and leaving the real debate to his
He understands the art of perfunctory speech. That's what earned him his position as the Minister of Ministers. It seems the rumors about King Deshret being a poor...
Excuse me for being blunt, but it sounds suspiciously like you're putting yourself on a pedestal.
You're mistaken. And while there's nothing strictly wrong with making every conversation about yourself, it's...
You? Whatever. I knew it'd be like this working with you. All right, let me past. I need to look at this console.
It's your job to activate it after all. Everyone, please proceed with the external checks and preparations as per the procedures outlined in the engineering plan.
Hello there, youngsters.
Whoa, the Ibis King.
What do you mean, came to life?
You did say we could start our research, right?
I've reviewed the proposal. The work you're planning to carry out on this grand device is ambitious in its scope.
I wouldn't say I'm feeling hugely confident, but given how bad things are, I'd rather at least try something than sit around waiting to die.
You are the top scholars of your day. I trust you are aware that there are countless links between Aru and the Akasha.
Aru and the Akasha? I thought the Akasha was the Academia's greatest technological accomplishment, created years ago by the Dendro Archon to help her people access...
And you too?
You've read the instruction manual.
An instruction manual?
It used to sit on a shelf in the corner at the House of Dana. Not the most popular read. If the manual is to be believed, Aru was in fact the original inspiration for the Akasha system.
What? But there are so few records about Aru anywhere. And practically none of the scientific expeditions into the desert had anything to do with...
But this is something you could not possibly have known. You may have heard many stories about the desert, but what is the most important aspect of history? Consider this a quiz. Anyone from Vahumana present?
I'm from Vahumana. It's, well, veracity.
Precisely. And a large part of veracity is the chronological order. I may as well tell you. In the beginning, Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers, descended upon Sumeru. The glory of the heaven was within her. She brought life, oases, and knowledge to this land. Then she created the Jinn, enlightened them, and ordered them to serve her. Two other gods also walked upon this land where wisdom flowed in abundance.
Wait, so
and the three met beneath the great green trees.
this is the oh fuck, I don't remember the place name. Is it like the Eternal Oasis? There's a table for three. That's the Goddess of Flowers, King Dashret, and Greater Lord Ruknavada. But since Ruknavada was deleted from
We should speak with reverence of this
the
covenant
fuck is it called?
which transcended both time
Irmisol?
and life.
I think it is
For they promised
Mahida
that in
instead.
all the great changes in Sumeru's history began with the goddess of flowers. For King Deshret's sake, she pried into the secrets of Celestia, and for this was burned to ashes by the flames of wrath. So grieved was King Deshret by her passing that he lost all interest in state affairs and devoted himself instead to the knowledge that she had brought back. It was after learning of the technology from that floating island in the sky that he first conceived of Aru. And so, the Akasha was inspired by Aru, while the basis for Aru itself came from Celestia's technology.
Well, if the two share a common technological origin, then connecting one system...
Unbelievable. Have you no reverence at all for Celestia?
No, I do, but there's no time for that. The schedule is too tight. Blame it on the deadline.
Perhaps you could try coming up with our cutoff dates.
You know what it's like having to turn around 5 different drafts in one day? I wouldn't wish it on my worst.
Yeah, also, Sir Ibis King, you don't plan on getting directly involved at all, do you?
Yes, well, you strike us more as having come to give a popular science lecture. Or, wait, does this count as more of a...
Neither. Anyway, this sounds like far too much work for me.
Still, if Aru is so powerful, why didn't King Deshret use it for more ambitious ends?
Because it was never fully completed. King Deshret had grand plans, but he perished before they could come to fruition. In the beginning, his wish was to create something that could rival the very world itself.
Lord of Flowers
sacrificed everything for that ambition. What he
That's not the
desired,
Goddess of
she
Flowers.
bestowed, and thus was knowledge brought into the world. Her courage and sacrifice had to be honored with the most splendid of monuments, or King Deshret would surely have deemed it a grave injustice. And that monument, built from knowledge and technology, etched with a sacrificial and courageous love, even in its unfinished form, it deserves to be treasured. At that time, King Deshret said the following to the Lord of Dendro. Since we share an eternal covenant, I shall never be your enemy. Hence, the fruits of wisdom from the heavens is not to be devoured. Remember, it is not that I lack the power to become the enemy of wisdom. In the end, Aru was only used to store a portion of the souls. It was but a primitive form of the masterwork the king had envisaged. His final hope for Aru was to return to the past, when she yet lived.
So the point you're making is, King Deshret was both powerful and ambitious, and he only ceased his imperious ways out of affection for the Goddess of Flowers and the Dendro Archon. You could see this as an act of mercy, but you could also see it as the sentiments that lay between these three gods placing constraints on him. This was, after all, the foundation of the alliance between them.
This explains why Aru was both a prison and a monument, and why the answer to the 3 questions was time.
You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all manner of misfortune. This is as true for gods as it is for humans. Love is the same. It is both a prison and a... All right, let us pause the story here for now. Seeing as you've been so diligent, who's in charge again?
Ah, yes, me and him.
Now then, Wisdom hides in the space between the tangible and the intangible. It is to convey the incommunicable through the simplest of medium. By the power of King Deshret, I shall grant you a glimpse into the unseen secrets that lie at the threshold of existence.
Where did this come from? Is it a new mechanism?
It looks more like some form of externalized information. You've rendered it visible?
Just as the Akasha allows you to access a greater range of knowledge, the power of our king permits one to perceive ingenuities that do not belong to this world. This is no ordinary mechanism. It reflects the internal structure of Aru. Whether you choose to increase or decrease, keep or discard. Come, use these to achieve the outcome you desire.
Looks mechanical to me. Better let me handle it, just in case.
Turn around.
So that's where the elevator is.
I will be taking a break here